All right, guys. Our next guest is coming off a first-round TKO over Augusto Mendes back in February. He now takes on Thomas Almeida at UFC Fight Night 88 in the main event. He's none other than Cody Garbrandt. Cody, welcome back to the program. How's it going today?
Hey, thanks for having me back, fellas.
It's a real pleasure. Now, we saw you were battling a sinus infection last week, so we really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today. How's the sinus today anyway? Are you on the mend?
Oh yeah, I'm on the mats. Definitely on the mats. I'm feeling better. Sacramento, the city of the trees, so all the pollen and all that gets to me. So got a little sinus infection, but no big thing. Back to training and getting ready to whoop his ass May 29th.
Damn trees, mate. You on Twitter, you asked the fans to give you some remedies. Any crazy gypsy remedies that you've tried since?
Oh man, I don't know. I'll try anything to get better. Like I'm a little bitch when I'm sick. So I don't like to be sick. So I like to. All the fans that hit me up on, responded out to me on Twitter and helped me out some remedies. I thought, and I'm doing neti pot and like my antibiotics and or not antibiotics. I'm sorry, my vitamins. And kept my up that and try to keep rest as much as I can in between sessions. So that seemed to work and feeling better. So I'm good. I'm thankful.
I'm just curious because obviously we know Team Alpha Male is a pretty awesome team. Was there anyone making you chicken soup? I can see Joseph Benavidez ducking out to the store and making you a delicious broth.
I can see Joe doing that. Man, no. Actually, no. No one made me some chicken soup. I'm sitting for ourselves out here. That's why we do so well.
Man, he's got you fending him. So Joe Benavidez, he's losing his touch. He's the foodie on the team. I can see him not only getting chicken soup, but like knowing the best place in Sacramento to get the best chicken soup from. So Cody, before we discuss,
he's married now, so he's got to provide for his wife. So he's out there doing that. So I can't hate him for that and not bringing me chicken noodle soup when I was sick.
Priorities, man.
He's off getting chicken soup for someone else now. Now, before we discuss the fight itself, how does it feel to get the top bill and be main eventing your first UFC card, Cody?
Oh, man, I mean, when my managers and I talked with Sean Shelby about the initial, fight with Thomas Almeida in the main event, it's, a lot of emotion running through me. That's, something I look forward to. I worked hard, I worked my whole life. For these times that are blessed upon me. Now it's about putting in this work so that, leading up to the fight and going out there performing. So super excited to go out there and, fight Thomas Almeida. It's a tough dude that everyone, is highly on. I can't wait to really show what level he's really at and what level I'm at. And that's definitely a level that he's not going to be able to match on May 29th.
So you got Thomas Almeida as your next opponent. He's ranked number 7, so it's a big step up in competition. Were you happy that you got him after obviously losing that fight with Lineker?
Am I happy? Was I happy with this fight with Almeida?
Yeah. Were you happy that you got Almeida? Because obviously he's ranked number 7, so it's a big step up in competition, but obviously a big name in the division.
This is the fight I asked for. This is the fight I asked for. I said I want John Lineker and I want Thomas Almeida, and Sean Shelby can contest in my words. Back me up on my word. That's what I said. John Lineker didn't show up February 21st, wherever the date was that we were supposed to fight. Our contracted bout was. I said I want Lineker, Almeida, title shot. When I knock Almeida out, it would be a title shot. I'm not looking over him right now, but this is what my visions were, and that's the road to the title was through them two dudes. And now Almeida's on the chopping block, and I just can't wait to get in there and, chop him down, punch, kick by kick.
I know you asked for Almeida, but considering that you're ranked 15 and he's number 7, did the UFC give you any other options? You wanted Almeida, but did they say, look, we might give you a lower ranked opponent, or they were happy to give you Almeida from the get-go?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like they offered it to me, about the main event, and I was like, for sure, let's get it. Send the contract's over, let's sign it right now. So yeah, I mean, there was no other, I want to fight, the supposedly toughest, guys in my division. That's someone that's undefeated. That's that's making a lot of waves, and I can't wait to steal his thunder. You know what I mean? And really show like the level that, like I said before, the level that he's at and the level that I'm at. I want to show him that there's a different level, and that's what I'm on.
I'm just curious, who do you think is a tougher test between Almeida and John Lineker?
I don't know. Probably Lineker, just because he's so wild. You know what I mean? You don't know how to fight. The guys are hard to fight. Almeida, it's going to be a little chess match. He likes to string the combinations together, and He likes to do some flashy shit that's going to get him caught and get him hurt. He wants to get in the, whatever. He thinks he's a striker until he actually strikes with a striker. You can see that with Pickett. Pickett, showed him a valuable lesson in July. And, Pickett's nowhere near on that. So, I don't know. You can look at this. If you look at Thomas Almeida's record and be like, 21-0, he's this and that. But I look at this. I'm 8-0, okay, and I'm at my point in my career right now. Thomas Almeida had to have 21 fights to be where he's at in his career. You know what I mean? So I don't know. The record don't mean shit to me. You know what I mean? You could fight a bunch of bums, and that padded your record up. I'm 8-0. I'm fighting main events now. I'm fighting top guys. Top 10 in the world at 8-0. Early on in my career. That's what That's what I want to fight. That's what I set out in this fighting aspect, sport, whatever you want to call it, to fight the best and to challenge myself. So this is one of the best. I can't wait to prove myself against the best.
Well, you mentioned Brad Pickett, and he did have some early success against him before getting beaten. What are some holes you see in Thomas Almeida's game that you feel like you can take advantage of?
Everything. I'm a better martial artist than him all around. Wherever this fight's going to go, I'm going to dictate the pace. He's going to be my dancing partner. He's going to steps my beat. I guarantee that. He's got, he strings his combinations together. I'm a linear fighter. He's a linear fighter. He's forward, backwards. He's never had someone put the pressure on him, step off, do angles, all this shit. I'm not going to be there for him to hit, and then I'm going to be countering him, hitting him with some hard shit. He's going to be like, damn, looking, trying to be a wrestler, try to take it down, use his Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and then he's going to be in a world of hurt and thinking, he's going to take me down and have his way with me on the ground because no one's ever really seen that aspect of my game until it's like, oh, shit, I'm in deep waters, I'm in the choke, I'm tapping out, and, my hands raised, I'm on to the next fight. But, I'm a better athlete than him. I hit harder than him. I'm meaner than him. But this is the fight that I get up for. These are the fights that, hey, make me actually do the extra work. I have a threat in there, and I tell him he's trying to give me my first loss, I'm going to give him his first loss. He's trying to do that, but I'm going to do that. I really believe in myself. Like he said that he's going to knock me out in the second round. If you truly believe that you're the best, you're 20-0 and this and that, and everyone's praising you, you finish me in the first round. That's where he fucked up. He don't believe in himself. He believes that, I'm going to take him out in the first round and guarantee it, He better hope that his chin holds up in the first round so he can make his prediction right in the second round and take me out. But it's not going to happen. He's got no chin. I'm going to test that early on. And, it's a lot of big punches that he's not going to be able to survive. Big concussive punches that are going to not, turn his brain off for sure. He's got me fired up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we can tell.
Well, obviously, both of you guys have really explosive and exciting styles. So we're basically saying, we're almost guaranteeing in your mind that this fight won't last the full 5 rounds.
Yeah. If it's got to go 5 rounds, it's got to go 5 rounds. You know what I mean? I could take this dude down and make it a fight where, I'll break him and, finish him later in the early rounds, or I could take him out fast. But this one, I'm a finisher. I've always been a finisher, and he wants to be a finisher too. So it's a really exciting fight, for the fans, for a lot of people, for the company. Main event, it's a good card to be able to main event here in Vegas Memorial Day weekend. I'm just excited, to get in there and create some weather with this dude. See what he's all about. I want to see what this hype's about. I've stopped a lot of hype trains in my time in my athletic career. So this is just another train that I'm gonna hit harder and stop.
You've said that you see yourself with the belt this year. With the winner of Almeida, a guy that many people see as a near future contender, do you think that puts you on the fast track and pretty much guarantees you the next title shot?
I would think, we got to be at the top. You got to see there's some other guys up there. But, when I finish Almeida, Thomas Almeida on May 29th, I think that puts me in the front runner. You know what I mean? That's right there. It's 4-0 in the UFC, 3 knockouts, Thomas Almeida was slated to be, we're going to chase the title. This is a title run. These are the fights that are going to, we're chasing that gold. I'm chasing the gold in my mind. I've been on a mission. I've been on a journey, and I feel like he feels the same way. So, yeah, definitely, it'll put me right up there at the knockout win over Thomas Almeida. I think that I should, get a title shot. now I'm finishing these dudes. This dude's undefeated and just finishing everyone as well. So, I mean, I don't know how you couldn't not. But that's up to the matchmaker, Sean Shelby, Joe Silva, Lorenzo Tito, Dana White, all those guys. I'm here to fight. Put the best fighters in front of me. That's supposed to, when I'm the champion, I want to earn that. I believe that what is earned cannot be given. And I want to fight the toughest guys in my division. So when I am the champion, that no one's like, oh, this was handed to you. I fought everybody that was ahead of me that was supposed to be this and that. I beat them all. And so whatever's after Almeida, my main focus is on him. Finishing on May 29th, and then regroup with my team, my managers, and UFC, and see what's next step in my career.
Well, some big plans. And speaking of the title picture, your teammate Urijah Faber takes on Dominick Cruz for the 135-pound belt. We have to ask you, Cody, how do you see that fight going? Give us a preview.
They are 1-1. It's the rubber match, so it's going to tell a lot of what's up. Cruz just beat TJ in a good performance. Having the layoff, looked good doing it. Obviously, just the way they fought, it was an easy fight for Cruz. He's had to evade, land some counter strikes, hit some takedowns, and on TJ, and that's what, evidently the takedowns were different and the counter striking and the movement. So he won that. Hats off to Dominick, coming over adversity. I really like that, coming back and doing that. But, Faber, he's a hard worker, man. You can never take him out of anything. He's mentally strong. He trains hard. He's, super dangerous, all over, well-rounded. I see Faber pulling away. This is, he wants his belt. This is something that he's been wanting forever. He's came so close and came really short. So it's, to get that belt, I don't see there's nothing, I don't see him not getting the belt, in his mind, like he wants to get the belt. So I believe when you got a positive, motivated, individual that visualizes that, it's going to be a farewell fight. I'm going to rule a favor on this one.
One thing I've noticed, because obviously Urijah Faber and Dominick Cruz, they've got a heated rivalry, and it seems like it's now heated more than ever. But when you talk about Cruz, you've got a lot of respect for the guy. It doesn't really seem like that rivalry extends to yourself. Would that be a fair assessment? There's no animosity between Cruz, and you've actually got a lot of respect for the guy?
Oh, man, I'm not fighting Cruz. But if I were to fight Cruz, I'd whoop his ass, for sure. But I'm not fighting Cruz. I'm fighting Thomas Almeida. Him and Faber had their beef and rivalry for years. And you can say, Dominick and Team Alpha Male and, with all the fighters that he fought on Team Alpha Male.
Mm-hmm.
If that time were ever to come, that me and Dominick were to trade some leather, I'm sure we'd be in a heated, I wouldn't like him either. You know what I mean? Anyone that's going to talk shit to me, I'm not going to be. Anyone that I fight, really, I don't care for you. I'm not there to be your friend, so I'm not going to text you. I'm not going to, I'm not going to like your posts on Instagram. Especially if you talk shit, you're going to tell me you're going to knock me out in the second round or any of that shit. That's just fuel to the fires, and a lot of fighters can't, they don't do well with that banner. They don't do well with that physiological mental warfare. For me, that makes it a fight. That makes it more of like a street fight, and that's what I like. That going in there, like, all right, let's go. You got your boys, I got my boys. We're gonna go in this, basically like an old schoolyard and throw down. And,
yeah,
you're the batter dude is. So I enjoy this trash talking. To me, it gets, like I said, that makes me when I'm like, I don't know if I want to go to practice today. I don't know if I want to go do this extra work. That'll be like, oh, this dude says he's going to knock you out in front of your mom. He's going to knock you out in front of your family. Second round. All right, I'm going to do sprints. So that gets me more motivated to do the road work. So yeah, him and Faber, I kind of like kept up on it with a little bit. Him and Cruz, it's kind of funny. It's comical. Faber just kind of laid back. He's going, dude. Not much getting into him, but you can definitely tell there's a heated rivalry. Obviously, 1-1 going into this championship bout June 4th.
Well, when we spoke to you last time, you said that if Urijah wins the belt, he'll retire and go out on top. Now that the fight's getting closer, is that still the case? Will he definitely retire if he gets his hand raised, do you reckon?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's in his mind or what he wants to do. That's another thing too. I knock out Thomas Almeida, I'll be knocking out a title fight. So I guess we've got to see how things play out. And with that, and what he wants to do after he wins the belt. So I guess we'll see. don't know if I should, take a back seat or whatever, but, I guess time will tell, Personally, for me, if I was in Urijah's shoes, I would do the same thing. I would, why would I also have to prove I got the belt? I'm going to go out and enjoy my life, but that's up to him, He's a competitor. He's a fighter. He's been fighting for, since he's 24 years old, over a decade in the sport. It's hard to walk away from something, especially when you're on top. So I guess we'll have to see how things play out.
Well, obviously, if he does stick around, it might make things tough for you as far as title aspirations. I'm just wondering, if Urijah was the champion, would you take another route? Would you take another couple of fights to give him a little bit more time if he was the champion, so you guys wouldn't have to fight each other right away?
Yeah, man, I'm about, cashing checks and snapping necks. So definitely get some more fight, get some more money, whatever. But my dream has been to be the world champion since I was 12, 13 years old, and that's something my life will be complete until I am the world champion. I'm chasing gold every day. I wake up and I'm just motivated and blessed and thankful to be able to live this lifestyle. Be able to be a martial artist, to chase this dream down, and have the courage enough to do it. And I'm not where I want to be at all. Even when I'm the champion, there's still room for improvement and to be greater and greater every day. So like I said, I'm trying to be a world champion, and so I guess I got to see how things play out. Like I said, my main focus is on Thomas Almeida, May 29th, and destroying this dude, going in there and just being a savage, being a savage against this cat, and like letting him know this is a fight. It ain't. I'm here to fight. All these guys that you fought before, they wait for you and let you do your little, your little shoot a box shit and your elbows and knees. I'm in there to fight, man. You tag me some good shit, I'm gonna hit you back with some even harder shit. So I'm just ready to scrap, and I'm thankful that the UFC has given me the main event slot. Has me busy. You know what I mean? Last year I only fought twice in my debut with the UFC was last year. So I only fought twice last year. I'm thankful that they're keeping me busy, and that's when mentally I stay focused, I stay hungry, I stay in the gym. Winning is contagious to me, and I feed off that, and I want to keep going, keep building, so I'm the world champion.
And I'm just curious because even though you're in the main event, there's another highly ranked bantamweight on that same card, Aljamain Sterling. He's in your division. He's also closing in on title shot. He's actually ranked number 4 at the moment, and he fights number 8 Bryan Caraway on the same night as you. Do you think there's a bit of an invisible competition to see who gets the better win and impress the UFC brass to get that next title shot?
Shit, man. Fighting Bryan Caraway, that's like a gimme fight, dude. That dude doesn't want to fight anybody. You know what I mean? So how are you going to say you're going to beat Bryan Caraway when I beat Thomas Almeida? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Whatever. Weed out the weak in that division. You know what I mean? The cream rises to the top. And that's where I'm going to be at. So I guess I'll see you at the top no matter what. With anybody in my division, so Sintal, all those cats that are at the top. I'm coming for every one of them, everyone that's ranked ahead of me. Like I said, the cream rises to the top. So I guess we'll all be there. We'll all be there, and that's what I like about fighting. Fighting, you fight for your own destiny. Really, you hold your own ink and pen. The other guy's trying to steal your ink and write your future, but really you're in control of that when you get into the cage and you put your training and dedicate your life to this. So hard work doesn't lie.
Yeah, no, certainly. And obviously, Aljamain Sterling, like Casper mentioned, ranked pretty highly. I mean, there is a good chance you may fight him if you do beat Almeida instead of getting the title shot. What are your thoughts on Sterling as a fighter? And if you did get matched up with him next, how do you think that matchup would go?
Yeah, I mean, I really never watched Sterling fight, to be super honest with you. Never watched him fight. Kind of focused on myself. But whoever the UFC wants after I smash Thomas Almeida, I'm game. Lineker, I hope he wins this fight and keeps climbing the top. I'm gonna whoop that dude's ass, super bad. But he's behind me right now. He's in my rear view. He's trying to play catch up with me, and so I don't know. I mean, like I say, we gotta see how things playing out. You got the title fight with Dominick Cruz, Faber. See what's up there. You got TJ. You got Rafael Sintal. I like to fight Rafael Sintal too. I like to get him a win. How he's doing. There's Michael McDonald. There's Zagaki, however you say it. All these guys are ranked ahead of me, man. I'm trying to take them all out. trying to take them all out. Show that this is my division, and I work hard, man. I worked hard for this my whole life, and it's finally paying off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting the fights that I want. Now I get the fights that I want against some very socially skilled fighters. I can be like, wow, I can really show my skills, because I feel like when the lights are on, that's when I shine the brightest. Is when it's a big fight, it's a main event, it's against another undefeated fighter. You talked about as being a title contender, or he was a prospect and a title contender. So yeah, man, this is where I feel like I'm really going to show out my skills finally against a fighter that is supposed to want to come fight. I'm just looking forward to it. So like I said, my focus is on Thomas. I really can't steer past that picture of Thomas right in front of me, and like look to other fights or talk about other fights. But yeah, man, like after I smash Almeida, we'll see who the UFC wants to give me. I'm down to fight whoever. That's why I got in this sport, is fighting the best. So whoever they be, that's the best next fight for me, I'll take.
For sure. Cody, we really appreciate the time you're giving us, and we'll let you go in just a moment. Just quickly before we let you go, just want to quickly touch on your training. You guys have had some reshuffling at Team Alpha Male as far as head coaches. Dwayne Ludwig spent some time there, then it was Martin Campman, and more recently Justin Buccholz got the gig. How have you found Justin as a head coach so far?
Motivating, man. He's like my individual. He's one of us. We didn't have to pull out somewhere else. Like, hey, come in. We're gonna bring this dude in that we don't know. We're gonna have to all feel him out, that feeling out process, and see how Hey, Buccholz been there, for many years, man. I'm not sure how many years he's been, but he's been like the OG. So he knows. He knows the system. He knows, what it takes to make champions. And look, as soon as he stepped up, he's like, boom, I'm going to bring in my coaches. Well, I want to bring in my assistants. So that's how a good head coach does things. Like, hey, I'm going to bring in my coaches and see what's up. Brought Lance, Lance still teaching wrestling. You got Last Van still teaching wrestling and helping out with MMA. So here's our coaches right now. We got Fabio Padilla, jiu-jitsu coach Chris Holdsworth, Justin Buccholz is named the head coach, got Master Tong, Joey Rodriguez in here. So we have a stable of coaches that all come in and kind of like just, man, it really is like a co-op. They all co-op. Okay, we're doing this, we're doing that, and like they're on the same page. And training's been great. And the outcome of that, of Justin and the coaches stepping up and taking this 2016, we're 19-1 this season. This year in fighting, 19-1.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's right there. It's like, you can do all that, the percentage and whatever, like Dwayne wanted to do after he left and before he left. But like I said, we had our own guy come in here. Brought our own guy in. Buccholz stepped up, and our head coach with other coaches stepped up, and things have been going great. Like I said, 18-1 on the year. I don't see any other team in the world that's 18-1 that has as many fights that we do. As many active fighters that we have, we're 18-1 on the season, or the year, whatever you want to call it. And, we got Andre Healy coming up next, myself, then Faber. So we got some big fights coming up. We keep the continuous winning streak and, keep getting better and better each day. The coaches that we have. So I'm very happy that, Deanna Castillo, Chris Holdsworth, and Justin Buccholz and Lance Palmer and all these guys have, stepped up and really, knew we needed to change, we needed to switch up to reign dominance again.
Well, Team Alpha Male is your home, but you've cross-trained at Jackson Wilco-John for your last fight. And word is you got along well with Brandon Gibson. Any plans to go back there and do some more training for this camp?
Probably off season, and not in camp, I like to switch around, and change up, so to get different looks. But no, I feel very comfortable with my coaches here. I got, a routine. I like to try to get out of my routine, especially in fight camp. And, Brandon came out here. He's a great guy, great friend, great coach. He wants to, see the best, bring out the best in me. And, he came out here for a few days last camp. I actually didn't go there and train at all for my last fight. He came out here and trained me for a few days and trained the team and taught some classes. So we like Brandon, you know what I mean? Like, we're like Team Alpha Male versus everybody. And then we put like asterisks, like Brandon, Coach Gibson.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool, man. We got a good relationship with those guys out there, and good stable guys out there, well fighters. But I'm sticking here and things are going great, and I can't wait to perform May 29th.
Oh, for sure. You and Thomas Almeida, May 29th. Second last question, Cody, and then I promise we're out of your hair. Again, sorry for taking so long.
Problem, man. Enjoy it.
I just want to clarify something, because last time we spoke to you, you were very adamant that you wouldn't be going to train at Team Elevation pretty much ever, especially given the recent circumstances, which is understandable. When we had TJ Dillashaw on the program, he claimed that this wasn't always the case and that you were initially excited about doing some cross-training there when the team was sort of coming together before all the drama. Was that the case?
I heard that shit.
Was that the case? Were you at any point looking at training there?
No, see, that's some fucked up shit. I almost seen him at the Classic when I was there signing some shit and had to go say some shit to him, but my better judgment, I didn't. I actually didn't run into him. I actually went to the booth. Anyways, long story short, no, that was fucked up. What he was trying to do was recruit people to go out there, take him from the team, and go and help him. You know what I mean? But that was before I even knew what Team Elevation was. Like, I think, I did speak with Mr. Bull in Canada about it. They'll come out for a week, we'll pay you. Like, not thinking that they were going to build a team. Then I caught wind. Faber can contest this too. I told Faber, yeah, man, about their pay for a week. We talked about it, and then, tried to, and then I heard him on your show talking shit, saying that I was going to go out there, this and that. I was going to go out there and help you out because I was understanding that you were still just training with Dwayne and could be on our team, like you did last camp. And then I found out, they're trying to start a team, and I was like, nah. And that was that. But and Faber can, I was up front with Faber about that the whole time when I said, yeah. And TJ, when that motherfucker tried to, take some of our teammates, like Eric Sanchez, I'm kind of like, come out here and I'll pay you this, or when I come back in Sacramento, train together, So he was just trying to, hey, if our team ain't good enough for you, motherfucker, get the fuck out. We're trying to take our team, take our training partners. If you don't believe that our team's good, and that shit pisses me off, man. For real, that's some fucked up shit. And then he wants to say some shit about my uncle. He's like, he left his family. He left his family to come out here. Hey, you stupid motherfucker. My uncle comes out here, trains me, comes to the fights. I never left him. I know what loyalty is, dude. You know what I mean? So I'm sure the next time I see him, we're going to have some fucking words for sure. That shit pissed me off, and I'm glad that you addressed that. So I did hear him talk some shit. And he talked some shit on Andre Feely, too. You know what I mean? I wasn't blessed with I wasn't blessed with having a whole gym out here. So I've bounced around gyms my whole entire life, going to the best gym. And finally it led me out here at Team Alpha Male. And I still bring my uncle, who's been my number one trainer, been my first trainer since I was 14 years old, boxing. I still bring him out here with me. So he's gonna be, he's gonna be sitting there talking shit on an interview on your show, talking about he left his family. Don't ever fucking say I left my family, dude. That's some bullshit. You left your family and friends here to go to Denver, Colorado, and look what that got you. You got your ass beat.
Wow, there you go. Well, I guess I'm glad we asked that so you could clarify your side of the story. Final question, and then we're out of your hair, Cody. What's the official prediction? How are you beating Thomas Almeida at UFC Fight Night 88 on May 29th?
Savage stoppage, man. Knocking him out. Being stopped. So whoever round's going to come, but I'm going to test that chin early. Once I find that chin of his, he's going to sleep, and then it's off to the races, whatever after that. But Almeida, you got a fight on your hands, brother. Can't wait to, do this ass whoop May 29th.
Well, there you guys go. Follow Cody on Twitter at Cody_NoLove and watch him take on Almeida at UFC Fight Night 88, May 29, which also has fights such as Sterling versus Caraway, Brown moving up to fight Stevens, Masvidal versus Larkin, Berkman versus Felder, and I versus McMahon, plus lots more. A fun card. Make sure to check it out. And, of course, it's headlined by Cody No Love. Thank you so much for your time, Cody.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.